Blessed greetings and happy 2022. Thank you for coming back to Collectively Healing. I'd like to say hello to my best sister friends, Melissa and Katie.
Hello, hello, hello.
And
Hello.
it's been a while, ladies. Been a while.
Where you at?
Huh?
I don't see Katie.
She's on. We are here to just kind of recap 2021. It's been very eventful for everyone, I'm sure, but especially for us ladies. So I wanted to just kind of jump right in and ask you ladies, how was your 2021? What was the major event and life-changing event that you went through? So I'm gonna start with you, my sister Melissa.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and find out how you are doing.
I'm good. I'm alive and breathing and grateful for that. The beginning of the year, I was just very tired and kind of figured something was going on. So towards the summertime, I found out that I had breast cancer. So I had to go and deal with that. I had to have a mastectomy, go through chemo, and I'm still dealing with it now. So I have another surgery to do, and then I should be done. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So how was that experience for you? I know part of it because I was there for it, the beginning, but
it was very overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's like death. You go through the stages. You're angry, and then you get depressed, and then you try to come to terms with it, and you have to keep your head above the water, so that way you don't drown, because you can fall into depression bad with that. And I had my little dips and of it, and I much attitude as I probably know I did, but
yeah,
it's something that you're losing a part of your body, something that's been with you your whole life. So
and it's a confrontation of your mortality.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, because you don't know. Lucky for me, it was lucky for me. Yeah, a lot of people are out there still suffering bad because of it. I was lucky because I had it in one breast, and they were able to take it out and get rid of it.
Right.
And I guess I have a little remorse because I was a lucky one, and there are other people out there who are suffering so bad with this. And not just breast cancer, but just cancer period is something evil. So I would never wish that on anybody.
Right.
Excuse me. But I'll get bigger tatas in the end.
Oh, you didn't?
I will get bigger tatas in the end, yes.
So you have a whole new lease on life.
I have to look at, what's gonna make me happy and, bring me a little peace and joy out of this. So yeah, I can laugh and say, yeah, I'm gonna get bigger tatas.
That's the thing to look forward to.
That's it. Because if you don't take care of them and keep an eye on them and check them, then that's what's going to end up happening, is that you're going to lose them.
Yeah.
And that's not oh God, I hope I'm not boobies everywhere. Sorry. I just lost that. That's another thing. It's very irritating, is trying to have a conversation and chemo brain kicks in, and you can't, I can see the word, it's right at the end of my tongue, but I can't get it out.
Yeah.
And that's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Other than that,
But other than that,
that was it.
everything's okay. Yeah. Well, I'll make a third party comment in that I was there for when you had the mastectomy,
Mhm.
and have been keeping up with you, but how very strong you had to be, because it was so much information all at once, about your body, about what's going to happen to your body, about the medication and the side effects of chemo and um, the follow-up treatment. So for you to have kept such a level head, I really think that you are super strong, and dedicated to living. We had a lot of discussions about whether to go, whether you wanted to go through chemo or do
Yeah.
a natural path, and those are heavy things, especially for someone like you who has been, on a natural course of healing for years, and
Yeah.
to have made that decision in a very quick time, because they didn't give you much time.
No, they
uh,
didn't.
yeah. I know that weighed a lot on you, but uh, I have a deeper respect both for you and Katie, as far as how mothers have to really just, they have to make, you guys have to make some very hard decisions,
Yeah.
instantaneously, because you have to be on ball and keep moving the family forward. And so I give you a lot of credit, both of you. I'm very impressed with both of you, with the strength that you carry on your backs as women. I can only speak from a daughter's perspective and a mother-like perspective. I've mothered people in my past, but I'm not a mother. But I see the dedication that you both share, um, in striving to move forward positively for yourself and for your family. So I have a lot of respect for you for that.
Yeah, that was, you know, if it would have been just me and I didn't have my kids,
And
then
grandkids.
yeah, and grandkids,
Yeah.
my decision would have been no to chemo and I'll do it my own way.
Yeah.
Um, but the fact that, I had my mom there and my daughter there, and both of them are like, both of them are pleading, please
Bless you.
do this.
Mm.
And that's, I had to take them into consideration, you know. I can't be selfish and only do what I want to do. I have to think about them because, they're a part of my life and very big part of it. So
Yeah.
it was important for me to go ahead and do that for them.
Can I ask you quickly, what kind of things do you think that you've seen since the procedure and since you've been going through this process that women need to that we need to be aware of, or that is missing for women who are going through a situation like yours?
One thing is estrogen. Okay, I'm very estrogen sensitive, so I have a high level of estrogen, and that's what's caused the tumors to grow. So we need to find out, you need to find out what, one, your blood type is, and two, um, to check and see how much hormones or how much estrogen you have in your body,
Mhm.
because that not only, of course, inspection, that's number one, of course, but go further and go get those blood works done and find out, because then you can, fix your diet, fix the way you live, um, and just, modify and adapt to it
Yeah.
so that way you can control it more and have more of a say so.
Especially if you have daughters. Oh, well, not just daughters, because men get breast cancer too, but especially if
They
you
do,
have
yeah.
children
Mhm.
and you want to make sure that this, because it's sometimes genetic, it can go down, family lines. So
Yeah.
you want to be on top of that as early as possible, I would think,
Right, right,
yeah.
right. And what that is called an onco score.
Uncle.
And that will tell you, no, it's the BRCA. The BRCA gene will tell you whether
Hmm.
it's going to be genetic or not, by where the cancer was.
Mhm.
So they're going to test the tumor. They're going to test the tumor itself, wherever the cancer is, and then they go from there.
And
You
that,
get
yeah.
an onco score, the onco score tells you how much percentage that cancer could come back. And then the BRCA gene tells you whether your children
It's
and
genetic.
their children are
May
going to have
have
to
it,
worry
may
about
have it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Staying on top of that. Yeah.
yeah, stay
And
on top.
another thing I noticed too, and we just talked about, was the aftercare, and like how many women are alone
Mhm.
going through this and don't have a support system, and how important it was to be able to find like these organizations who will help you and send you care packages and send
Yeah.
you rides and send you information on how to get your bills paid and
Yeah.
things like that, because you couldn't go back to work. So there's so much out there that you need a network for.
Exactly.
There's
And
days.
there is a humongous
Mhm.
network for cancer
Yeah,
patients, all cancer patients.
yeah.
And that was amazing to me that there's so many people who are willing to help,
Mhm.
um, you know, and places you can go to get assistance. Um, if you're feeling sick and you need fluids,
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. How are you feeling now, physically
Um,
and emotionally, now that it's been 4 or 5 months now?
oh, when I got done with chemo, that whole
Ooh, by the way,
that
last
yes,
chemo
yeah,
treatment.
uh-huh. Yes, it was. So when I finished that week out after fluids and everything, it was just like a weight, was lifted. And there was like 2 or 3 days I just had energy, boom, 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 got up, did this, cooked and all kinds of stuff. And then I look forward, I look forward to getting out and being able to do things again, and not have to be so shut up because my body is
Immune
at
compromised.
risk. Yeah. Yeah. So
Especially during a pandemic. I cannot.
which I get sick at the very end of this and
Yeah,
catch a cold. So,
yeah,
but it is what it is.
yeah.
I know how to take care of it. That's something simple and easy to do. So,
Yeah.
but otherwise, I still have a little pain here and there. I still have phantom itching there. Um, I'm going on Monday to see if maybe I have a little bit of lymphedema going on,
Which is just
um,
swelling of the
which is fluid inside
within
the area that
Mhm.
was worked on, the surgery area. So,
Right.
I still do the lymph massage and try and flush it as much as possible, but um, I'm going to go and get that checked out
Good.
on Monday. But other than that, I'm good. I'm happy that I'm getting closer to being done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and finished and being able to go back to some type of normalcy.
I'm grateful for your example of strength, sis. Really am. Yeah. So Miss Katie, Sister Katie, it's been a trying 2021 for a lot of people.
Oh,
And I'm curious for you, if you could share with us some of the trials and tribulations and triumphs that you have had in 2021.
Well, 2021 was a lot of closing of doors for me. There was a long, drawn out court case that I was dealing with, and with my ex, and there was just I don't know, it's been a process for me to kind of work through all of the emotions that came up through it, and happy that justice has finally been served, because it was such a long, drawn out process for me and my children. And so a lot of mixed emotions, about the whole thing. Just feeling like ultimate betrayal on every level, and trying to work through that, or to figure out a way to work through that. But yesterday I saw a really good video that Oprah had posted quite a while ago, and she was talking about forgiveness. And I really liked what she said in there. It was talking about how, it's not about forgiving what's happened to you. It's about forgiving yourself and accepting that it did happen. It's not about like sweeping it under the rug to forget about what happened.
Right.
And so that was really helpful to me.
Yeah, we've talked about that in a previous video, how we have to forgive so that way we can get through it and get past it, not for them. But
I appreciate what you said too, that you have to forgive yourself, because even if there is a perpetrator on the outside, some of us tend to take and internalize as if we did something or couldn't get out of it, or you understand what I'm saying? So being able to confront yourself and say, hey, I forgive me for not knowing how to move past this any sooner. So I completely understand what you're saying, Katie. Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, and I think just opening up about the whole range of emotions and being okay with it.
Yeah.
Like accepting grief, accepting loss, accepting pissed off, anger, being willing to allow myself to have that full range of emotion about the whole process.
Right. And not feel like you're not supposed to feel that way. Like,
right. Yeah.
You know how people tell you, oh, you shouldn't be upset with that. It's like, yeah, I should. If this feeling comes up, you have to let the feeling come up, acknowledge it, and let it move how it's supposed to move. So yeah, I totally get that. Have you and your daughters been able to kind of come to some, I don't know what the word is, but come to some jumping off point that this is a new beginning, and heal those things that happened in the past? Are they still working on that with you? Are you still working?
Yeah,
I think
it's a process, I think for us relocating and starting a new life and having different adventures and being in a new setting and things to look forward to has been a huge thing. But I think it's a process. I think it's a lifetime process, really.
Yeah.
I don't think it's something that, you're just like, yeah, it's,
It's over.
I was grateful that there was a sentence, because it's the first time that I felt safe in years, knowing that he's in custody.
There's a bit of vindication
Yeah.
isn't there, that you don't have to feel like everyone thinks you're crazy because there's a vindication that there was a judgment against him, of all the things that he did. So yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. I think that would feel like a weight is lifted off your shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Mm, mm. How are you doing now? How are you feeling now that it's been a little while since that's been done? How are you moving forward and feeling about things?
Well, every day is different. Some days I am still angry. Some days I'm looking onto the future.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's it's a process.
It's a fluid situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I think everything that has to do with life, we really can't look at things as if they're stagnant or static. Everything is moving, including us, our emotions, and you know how we're doing with things. Every day is gonna, every moment is gonna be different. So, being able to roll with that and be accepting of yourself, be forgiving and loving of yourself, helps you continue to move forward. So I'm really thankful to see also the example from you on standing strong for your daughters and standing strong for yourself in a situation that, to me, I think I would have buckled, because it just seems like that was just overwhelming odds at you against the world, kind of, you know. And for you to just have stood strong and taken and let it take its course, um, while defending yourself and defending your daughters, your family, is, you know, both of you are lionesses in my book. So I just think that's awesome. I really think that's awesome. And it's a good example for how to just be steadfast even through the fluid times, just to stay steadfast with yourself. So I'm not going to take up too much time, because my 2021 was full of caregiving. I have had to learn how to give for a family member, and every day has been a challenge. It's ups and downs, and uh, it has been really a challenge for me to grow my compassion and grow my patience and grow my understanding, and not allow, you know, because when you're a caregiver or a nurse or whatever, you know to go in and take care of the patient. But when the patient is someone who's in your family, who you have a history with, and you have, you know, things going on, it's difficult. Um, and there are days where I felt like quitting. There are days I felt like hitting. There are days that I, you know, just wanted to pull my hair out, um, and argued back and all this kind of stuff. And I had to check myself and keep revamping how I approached the subject, how I approached my family. And I have to say I'm very proud of myself, because from where I came from, I was not the very nicest person in my past. I was not very considerate of people. And over the last decade or so, you know, things have been shifting in my heart and shifting in my mind. And I'm just grateful to be able to say, you know, after now it's been about a year and a half of taking care of my family, every day, that I've come to kind of a place of calm, where I recognize signs better. I recognize where my compassion is needed more. And but it's been trying, you know. I've been having to try and find ways of balancing my own care, because I seem to like take on more responsibility to go help this person or go help that person, or, you know, follow up with this person, other than the one person who I'm taking care of daily, instead of looking after self. So um, I'm just grateful, you know, to be in a position to be helpful, but also to really do a lot of self-examination and find balance in my life. So you know, so that I don't need a caregiver. So
Well,
um
look, me says you yourself are a true lioness, okay?
mm,
Because, you know, to deal with your brother, and all the things that come with caring for him, and then dealing with your mom and all the things that come with her, you know, from that selfish girl back in the day to this woman who is standing there doing that. That is just, for me, I just, I'm so proud and just so happy to see you grow and continue growing, and you're just a beautiful lioness yourself.
Thank you.
And not only that, but you also got to experience a new this year as well.
Mm.
And that was meeting your father.
Yes, true, true,
Yeah.
true. Yeah, yes. That was the first part of last year. Yeah. And I met my birth mother 4 years ago now, and kind of got a little depressed after that because I had a little unrealistic expectations about things. And that really helped me guide me in meeting my birth father this past year, and not having the expectations. So I tell you what, genetics are something sound, because I've never met either of these people all my life, and I'm just like both of them. My life has taken the weirdest range of things have happened throughout my life, and now getting the stories from my blood family, it is just amazing how strong your genetics are, and how strong, like, genetic, I'll say, family curses and family blessings are. Like, they follow you. They do
Yes.
follow you.
Yes,
So yeah, having to come to some realizations about that has been it's been a blessing. So, but I appreciate you pointing that out, that there has been a shift
yes, a big
in
one.
the women that we've all been are becoming, because we're
Mhm.
always becoming till the day we
Yeah, always, yes.
leave this plane. We're always in a state of becoming, and I'm grateful to have been on the journey with you three, as my sisters, and collectively healing, because I really
Yeah.
think I really think like this is a continual process. When you come from a beginning of trauma, when you come from a beginning of abuses and pains and things that we went through, or some people go through, but definitely we went through, like, every day is a new day for us to continue our healing, and to be doing it as a sisterhood, a collective, has really been a blessing to me. And I appreciate both of you for sharing your journey with me as my sisters and friends. I really do.
I appreciate you, definitely. It's been a long journey, very
Girl,
long.
yes,
And it's
ma'am.
and it's still gonna be long.
Yeah, I'm great. I hope it will. God willing. God is willing. Let it be.
Mhm.
I know we kind of, kept things a little short, but we're just new to getting into this new year. So I just wanted us to touch base as a collective, and share what we went through last year, because we took a little break in our filming. But I would like us to, you know, get back to it, so that we can share other experiences, and hopefully help other women. But I think today's thing is a good wrap up of how things have been going for us. And do you guys have anything else to share that you'd like to share? We have a couple more minutes.
Lily said, hey.
I believe.
She had to put her 2 cents in too, about
Right? Yeah.
2021.
Miss Katie.
I just want to say thank you to both of you guys for being so loving and supportive. I appreciate you both, like, immensely. So
And we feel the same
I'm just-
way about you, girl. Sure.
Well,
You're a
this is
beautiful girl.
collectively healing. We're hoping that to come back with some more videos in the next few weeks, starting back on series that we were on last year, regarding healing, as a group. And just thank you again for watching. If there's anything that resonates or you'd like to see, please let us know. and have a blessed day. Love you, ladies.
Love you too.
Love you.